believers from all walks of life. This is Denzamos, and you are welcome to the channel of truth, enlightenment, freedom, and the channel of breaking empaths free. If you are new, on this channel I talk about narcissism and narcissistic abuse. I talk about spirituality, and I talk about personal and self-development. And if any of that resonates with you, I invite you guys to join us. Give us a like, share the video with friends, and you may subscribe if you haven't already. And for those that have always been with me, you are welcome back, and I thank you for your love and support. So today's edition, I'm going to talk about being misunderstood. Now, as a chosen one, you already know. The life that you live, you know the mysterious life that you live. Of course, this is something that you hadn't yet awakened to in the earlier days of your life. But later on, you will notice, as a chosen one, that your life, even for your own self, is actually very mysterious. So, a lot of times, along the journey as well, it has always been happening. It's just because that a lot of you guys have not been aware of this. But most part of your life, you have always been misunderstood. So when you talk about those chosen ones who have grown up in very hard families, very difficult families, you'll already know that even at an early age, your own families have always misunderstood you at a very young age. So I remember there was a time I grew up in a Christian family, you know. So sometimes, you know, in the families, there used to be prayers going on, you know. They used to like praying, you know. A lot of these people, they pray at home and everything. They have those gatherings all the time. And I was the only one in the family. I was the only guy who would stay out of those gatherings, you know. So whenever they were praying or something like that, I was somewhere else by myself doing my own stuff, you know what I mean. So me personally, I've not been very much of a religious person. And I remember early in the days, I used to be criticized for not participating in, you know, those, the prayers and everything, you know what I mean. I know how to pray. Don't get me wrong, guys. I know how to pray. I've always prayed my entire life, you know. But my own prayer was always different because I always knew that I can just pray from anywhere. It doesn't matter. I don't have to be in a specific gathering to pray. You know what I mean? So I was always called weird in those days because I didn't want to congregate with the other people to pray. You know what I mean? Because me, I didn't believe that really for you to pray and God to hear your prayers, you just have to sit down with somebody in a group or something like that in a congregation and pray. So I was called different from at a very young age. But of course, a lot of these things have continued to make more sense as I woke up and as I continue to evolve. A lot of these things continue to make a lot more sense, you know. So the chosen ones, you also notice that your life is very different, you know. Your life is very different. A lot of you most likely, you're sleeping at weird hours, awkward hours, you know. Your family is downstairs watching TV or something, but you're the only one in bed, you know. Or sometimes your family is sleeping, and then you're the only one who is awake, you know. So the things that you're doing as a chosen one, a lot of them, they are different. And usual, of course, it is going to be a different lifestyle from the people around you, you know what I mean? And even sometimes including your own family and friends, you know. So it will always be a different lifestyle for you. And because you're not doing the things that other people want or other people expect you to do, that is where the problem starts, because now they're starting to call you weird. They're calling you funny. They're calling you crazy, you know. And it even gets more worse. It gets worse when you wake up. The very moment your bulbs turn on and you wake up, that is exactly when those particular individuals that have always called you to be different and weird and crazy, that is exactly when their voices are going to amplify, because now you're starting to come out and now they are seeing you as completely crazy. And that is why now they are going to say, oh, okay, so we have always known it from at a very young age that this guy was crazy. So they will start to say now, okay, we have always known this guy from a very young age, at an earlier age, that he was fun and he was weird. Now we can see exactly what is happening, you know. So that is exactly when you will see a lot of people, they will start to recommend you, you know what, it's time for you to go and visit a psychiatrist, you know, go and visit a dentist, what do they call it, a psychologist, you know, go and seek help. I've heard about those things, many of those comments in early days of my journey. And sometimes I was about to believe them. I was like, maybe these guys actually, are they even right or something like that? Because I noticed that the life I was starting to, you know, to step into, it was a new world altogether. And then, of course, eventually I wouldn't resonate with a lot of the people who were around there in that time, you know, in those days of my early journey, of my, you know, my waking moments. I almost believed them because I thought that these guys, they might have been trolled along, you know what I mean? Because only for me to find out that actually those particular individuals were the crazy ones, you know. So all this time, most of the time, the chosen ones in the early days of your journey, you might have been called names, just because people don't understand you. But almost 90 to 95% of the chances are that a lot of those times you were dealing with toxic individuals. So you were dealing with people who didn't want to accept you for your authenticity. So the only thing they did, they used to gaslight you. That guy is crazy. That woman is crazy. That guy is crazy. So they would try to gaslight you for you to believe, to make you believe that you're actually crazy. You are indeed crazy. But at the end of the day, it would later on turn out that actually those particular individuals, they were the crazy ones, you know. So they have always projected their craziness onto you, you know. And then they have been living in your authenticity, and you have been thinking that you are the crazy one, you know. So it's a very dangerous mindset when you're dealing with people who don't understand you. You know, it's a very dangerous scenario. You know what I mean? So a lot of guys, and even then when you wake, they are going to even reject you more, because remember now, when you wake, when you start ascending and you know, seeking better in life, you know, trying to pursue better things and reach greater heights, that is when now the whole thing is going to amplify. You know, the whole chaos and the drama is going to amplify, because now it's going to almost look like those guys, their ideas and their, you know, their theories of you being crazy, they're now starting to get justified. So that's why the problem comes now, that they are going to say, that guy, I've always thought something was happening with him, this and this. So they'll start separate away from you. But little did they know that actually the person they were calling the crazy one, that particular individual, they were the chosen people of God. So there is something what the chosen one's light does to people, the people around you. There's something what your light always does to them, you know. Because when you're with people, you keep on shining into their souls, you know. Your presence alone is always making them uncomfortable. If you guys have been following my videos recently, you have been following my videos, your own presence is always making people uncomfortable. So because of that, the only thing that what they can do now, the only thing they will do is to start to project their craziness onto you, you know. Because they have a lot to hide. So what they will do, they cannot face themselves in the mirror. What they do now, because you're coming around and shining very deep into their soul, now what they will do, they will come around and they will say, no, this guy is, you know, there's something wrong with him or something like that. So chosen ones, all in all, is to make you understand in this video that you will surely be misunderstood. And the only thing I've always told you guys, chosen ones, when you start getting called names, you know, people point fingers at you, you're called names or things like that. Jesus was persecuted, you guys. You guys who are the Bible scholars, you know the story of Jesus. Jesus was persecuted every now and again because of the good things he used to do. A lot of people would not handle his light alone. A lot of people would not handle Jesus' light. So whenever there were some people who would go in the corner there and they would start to say, oh, this guy is funny, that guy is weird, you know, he's a witch, he's that. They used to call Jesus names. So you do not think so that in your case it's going to be very different, you know, because, you know, in the world we live in today, it's even more likely that they're going to call you a witch in the world we live today, because it's already a wicked world. We all know that it's already a wicked world. So you need to understand, chosen ones, that you're different. It is your indifference exactly where your power is coming from. That is because you are not supposed to come around here. You did not come around here to fit in. So you did not come around here to do everything that everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? Your journey and your mission and your purpose has always been meant and been crafted to be different. So that is why exactly the misunderstanding comes from, you know? And you have to understand, guys, it's very, very important for you to understand that never ever these things is personal. So do not fight back when you see people pointing fingers at you and running around and, you know, calling you names. They are ghosting you. They are running away from you. Let me tell you something. Chosen ones, there is something what the people they see in you that you don't even sometimes see in yourself. A lot of people, when they see you and they look at you, they are looking at greatness. A lot of them don't know how do you do the things you do. How do you keep on showing up every single day? It's like you're running a spiritual marathon, you know? I should even have done a video about this. The people in front of you, they just feel as if you're running a spiritual marathon. They beat you down, you get back up, you keep on walking. They steal your money. They steal your money comes back double, multiplied. They break down your car. You get even a much better car than the one that they've broken down. Any situation that you get into, that situation is solved by the higher powers. So chosen ones, you have to understand something. You've got a very huge, massive divine protection around you. So you see, that's the problem. Why? Because of that protection and that aura and that glow that shines within your soul. It is that exactly what people don't understand, because they don't have it, you know? A lot of people, you see them, they will break up with their boyfriends or girlfriends. They will go in their bedrooms, they will cry the whole night. They will cry the second day, they will cry the whole week, they will cry the whole month. Chosen ones, you will break up, yes, you will hurt, you will reflect, and then you'll find a way to move on, you know what I mean? Because you already know sometimes, even some of those individuals that you've always been dating, they were never good for you in the first place. So sometimes you will know that sometimes even these breakups, there's a reason behind the breakups. Because the chosen ones, like, you know, the chosen ones, they look for the deeper meaning in things. Everything around them, they always look for the deeper meaning. So they never look at things on surface level. They go within. Why did that woman break up with you? There should be something going on. Maybe there's something you need to do to work on yourself. Maybe there's a lesson to learn. So the chosen ones, they always pick up the lessons. So we don't stand there. We will hurt. Most of the time we will hurt. But most of the times inside of us, we know that there is something better coming. A woman leaves you. Probably that woman is leaving you for the better, because now she's making way for you to finally meet your soulmate. You know, the person who is supposed to be with you, your divine counterpart. The guys, they will come around and they break your car. In a few days, a few weeks, maybe they broke down, or sometime they crashed your, maybe it was a Toyota or something. Of course, eventually, before you know it, somebody will come around the corner, they will give you a Mercedes, or you will win a Mercedes, or you will get a Mercedes. The landlord throws you out of the house, only for you to find out later on that you've actually bought your first mansion. So chosen ones, it is that light that that you hold within, the light that shines within you. It is exactly what people don't understand. A lot of people, they are dealing with so many kinds of things, very many issues, guys, you cannot believe. As a chosen one, you can testify that there is so many people you have met along your journey, and they are dealing with so many things. And the difference is that those guys, what they do not want to take responsibility for their things, for whatever it is they're going through. So what they do, they project everything onto you, because in that time they think, this guy, you know, that is, you know, we can always do We can always do one trick or two behind his back or her back, and we can project everything onto them so that they don't take the blame for whatever it is, whatever mess is going on in their lives. So all this thing is just a projection. They don't want to take any responsibility for anything they do. You guys have heard me talking about narcissism all the time. We've always talked about these kind of things. So the misunderstandings are not personal. Chosen ones misunderstandings, the people you know around you, don't retaliate, don't shout, don't fight with them. You just have to understand that there's a lot of people here, they're walking their own path. The people around you, they are walking their own path. So sometimes you're seeing things, you're awakened, your bulbs are turned on, you're seeing a lot of things. The people around you, they're still in the 3D, they're still sleeping. They're sleeping, dead asleep. You can even come around and slap their face, they will not wake up. When it comes to waking up, let me tell you something. Spiritual awakening, guys, when you're waking up, the people around you, you have left them. It's like, for example, you guys sleep on the same bed, and then one of you wakes up, and the other ones, they're still in the bed snoring. So that's what it looks like when you're waking up. Those guys, they are very, very deep asleep. You will come around, you will slap them, you will punch them in the face, you will shake them, you will pour water in their heads, they will not wake up. So they don't see what you see. And they do not understand what exactly is going on with you. Because for them, in their eyes, the lifestyle of somebody who is living on the 5th dimension is a very, very high dimension altogether. It's a very high upgrade, you know what I mean? Because remember, you're upgrading. As you ascend, you're also upgrading. But a lot of people, they are still where they are. They are still where you left them. They are still where they are. And it will take a very huge, massive divine intervention for one of those guys that you're leaving behind to finally wake up. And then that's when they are going to now contact you. So when you wake up later on and you see people, they're contacting you, they're saying, you know what? Denzo, you know what? Long time ago, 5 years ago, I remember you said this, you told me this. Now I can see. I can see everything. Everything is clear to me. That's when you're going to know that, now they're waking up. Now they're starting to get it. You know what I mean? So they will not understand you the first time. They will misunderstand you many times. But the moment they start waking up as well, because of course their own time will come. They're walking their own journey. So their own time will come as well eventually. So the moment the bulbs turn on and they wake up, let me tell you something, chosen one. The first person they're going to contact is you. They will run. They will look for your number. They will find your address in whichever way possible. And the first thing they're going to tell you, is, you know what? So and so. I'm really sorry about, all this time I've been trying to, I didn't understand you. I couldn't understand what you're saying. You were talking about things, they weren't making sense. You understand? So that's why I've told you guys, do not judge these people. Don't what do they call it? Don't judge them. Don't hate them. Don't fight back. Just understand that they're on a very low frequency. You know what I mean? Your language, the 5D language, scares a lot of people. That dimension, let me tell you something, chosen ones. That dimension scares a lot of people. They don't know how to deal with you. They don't know what to say to you. Whenever they come to you, they are feeling exposed. Whenever they are sitting with you, they are burning up. They can't handle your light. They can't understand what makes you unique. So the only thing what they have to do is to start to make you feel some kind of a way. Because they don't understand you. They cannot understand the chosen ones. Let me tell you something. They don't understand you at any level. You can make a sentence with those guys. And out of the sentences you make, they're going to understand only 2 words. The rest of the words, they're not going to understand them. You're talking about grounding. You're talking about meditation. You're talking about spiritual downloads. That language of fifth dimension, let me tell you something. A person who is not awakened, they don't know what you're saying. They have no idea, and that language scares a lot of people. So they will always misunderstand you, and it's not personal. For me, the first thing I learned on my journey when I was, in my early days of waking up, the first thing I understood on my journey was I understand where they're coming from, I stopped judging them, but the only thing what I did, because I didn't want them to project their own energy towards me, so the only thing what I did, I pulled away from their vicinities just to protect my own energy. I did not judge them. I didn't fight back. I didn't say nothing. The only thing what I did, I disconnected myself from them, because I knew if I keep on keeping in touch with them and everything like that, they will usually, project their own energy, which is a very bad energy towards me, and it would also sometimes make me feel some kind of a way. So the only thing you can do, chosen ones, is just disconnect from them and keep on walking your path. Because let me tell you something, a lot of those individuals, they don't understand that the chosen one is walking a journey of success. Let me repeat this. A lot of the people around you, they don't understand that the chosen one is walking a journey of success. So they don't understand that the chosen ones, they have got a lot of power within them to manifest a lot of things, to turn the world upside down. They can turn their dreams into realities, and they know how to do this. Not everybody has got the capacity and the knowledge to do this, and the wisdom. So a lot of people, instead of trying to understand you and even sometimes learn from you, get a lot of tricks, 1 or 2 tricks from you, the only thing they will do, you put out videos, and they refuse to like your videos. They may watch your videos, even if they don't understand them. They will watch them, but they refuse to support you. But the very moment they notice that actually that guy, all along, he has been talking about the truth, she has been talking about the truth, and they are seeing you. Sometimes you started succeeding in so many different kinds of things. A lot of things are opening up for you, because chosen ones, we are manifestors. The chosen ones, we are manifestors. We know how to manifest our realities. We co-create with the universe to manifest our realities, and we can create anything. A lot of people don't know even what is creation in the first place. The only thing they know, go to the job there, they pay you a lot of money, or some money or whatever, come back home, pay your bills, book a holiday 1 time in the year, and the next year go back to that same routine. So that's the only thing what people know. And you cannot blame them, chosen ones. You cannot blame them, because they do not see the things that you see. Your life is completely different from the people around you, and that is the reason why they usually misunderstand you. Don't take it personal, chosen ones. Don't shout with them, don't fight with them, don't quarrel with them, don't argue. The only thing you can ever do for yourself is smile at them, turn the other side, and walk away. I've said some very important words here. I don't know if you heard that. You guys heard that. You smile at them, smile back at them. When they keep on shouting and screaming and all those things, the only thing you can do, smile at them, turn the other side, and walk away. And let them see you going. They will be shouting, hey, you will think you'll make it. Where you think you're going? You cannot make it. You cannot go very far from here. They will start shouting. You will be walking. You will not look back, chosen ones. You will keep walking. Don't look back. Don't back down. You keep on ascending. And you're going to see how your life is going to turn around. God is going to bless you in very many magnificent ways. And those individuals, what they will do, now they will know that they've missed a very major opportunity earlier on in their journey, which is also going to be another video at some point. They will know that they've always missed, instead of trying to understand you, trying to be around you to see how do you do it, what are you doing, how do you make it, what gives you that knowledge, where do you get that wisdom? Instead of trying to understand you, they just try to fight with you. So what you do, you walk away and you keep on growing, chosen ones. And at the end of the day, you have got to understand that the journey you're walking is a journey of success, and not all people can walk that journey. People will learn from you, you will teach them. Yes, a lot of people will learn everything, but not everybody can walk that journey, because the journey of success is only walked by those particular individuals that have actually been chosen, you know. Some people will live this life regularly, doing what everybody does, but some people are here to create big success, and those are the guys that they call the chosen ones. Those are the guys that have learned to decode the mysteries of the universe and to co-create with the universe and to create the world that they need and the world that they're looking for. So let me know what you think about this video in this comment section below, guys. Book a session with me, whether it is about narcissism, personal development, spirituality. You can book a session with me, guys, and we can talk about a lot of things. Until then, leave us a comment. And guys, don't forget, please, hit the like button. It's very important. When you hit that like button, it's like the video, it helps other guys around the world to find us and to get the same wisdom that you're getting in this video. So always push the like button, guys. It's very important. Much love and blessings, guys. There's almost signing out, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye now.